Anyway, as you were, gentlemen.
Okay, who wants to do the recap?
Well, vibe it.
I remember a few things. Carl got thrown out of the treehouse at one point.
Yeah, yucked.
But yeah, we went to the place with Woomy. V ended up telling what happened to him, and we used the mirror that we keep forgetting we have to find out more about Moral. The fact that an elf was turned into a statue to try to bring
A music
Kimura
box.
to him.
Got turned into
Yeah,
a music box.
You're really fixated on these statues.
I don't know why it's a statue. Yeah.
Because Tail mentioned a statue that he saw like in Moral's room, and you are hyper fixated on them being
statue.
But yeah, Eddie wrote down all the stuff we saw in the mirror. We passed it on to Tail, but there's so much.
We had some issues in that regard because since Annie was not there to explain what the fuck it was for, they were just like, oh, it's paper.
Tail's like, I have no idea what any of this means, and it's like, well, just look for it into place. And there's so much stuff that they couldn't, so Val decided, well, we're not doing anything else. We might as well just go over there and help them out.
Yeah,
so,
we waited for a little while, and then Tail popped back in briefly, and then fucked back off.
So some of us are there. V is still sleeping because they finally are being allowed to have some rest while Tanner and Gus are with them. But everyone else in the party is going to the the castle with Val and Andreas.
Yeah, we're gonna go search through Moral's fucking room. Just a little gang of people. And by little gang, I mean about half the party.
Yeah, who all is that included again?
It's everyone on the cart.
Okay.
Yeah, so Annie, Gwen, Jonah, Zuna, Kogri, Marcus, Sophie, Andreas, and Val. And Carl. Who is...
Yeah, why is the child coming?
Because he's physically attached to Zuna and won't get off.
And he was kicked out of the treehouse.
Yeah, was yucked out. Partially because Zuna mentioned, oh yeah, you can give him over to me, and then they just went, yuck! And Zuna had to quickly scramble to catch him.
Okay. Zuna and Annie, get an inspiration.
Thumbs up emoji. Kick the baby!
Kick the baby!
Don't kick.
Alright, I'm just gonna quickly check my inspiration tool because I can't remember if I used one last session or not.
I used all of mine.
Okay, I have two. Do you want to have my other one so you get two inspiration?
I'll allow that.
Do you...
Okay, yeah.
Hold on. Nat, how many do you have? Do you still have two?
I still have two.
Okay, you can give it to me, I guess. I will have two.
There you go.
Just holds on to it, just tucks it in my pocket. I used both of them like last session, I'm pretty sure. And so
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine we were actually at a physical table and inspiration was like these like tiny little gems thingies that are like just made of plastic.
Little damn
Special
thingies.
dice?
Yeah, fuck it, dice. Be like, here. Like reaches over, hands it to you.
Okay. So, that's not where I wanted to go. Real quick. You guys, is there anything you want to do while you are traveling?
Not on my end.
I can't remember. Have we told Andreas and Val about the other music boxes yet?
Weren't they with us? Or, oh, no, the ones that we saw on the material plane?
Yeah. Basically to be like, do they know why this music box thing is... Well, I guess they saw with the whole why doing it before, but like, why it's a big deal thing, especially.
Mm-hmm. I think we probably would have explained it to him when we first met them, because we like just explained everything that had kind of happened.
All right. Yeah, so probably the only thing really Izuna does is he like looks at Carl and like tells him, "Make sure to stay by my side. I don't want you walking off and touching something. It's gonna be all very dangerous, no matter how tempting it's gonna be."
And he would just be like, but I want to touch things.
He like rubs the top of his nose before he's gonna kind of just look on the ground and see if he can find like a stick or something for Carl to touch.
Find a what?
Like a stick or something he knows isn't gonna be harmful.
A stick. Yeah, you probably find a stick.
Alright, he just like leans over slightly off the cart and grabs a stick and passes it over. Like, you can touch this. I know it's not much, but it's something you can put your hands on.
He looks at the stick, slowly takes it, and then puts it in his mouth. And for the record, long ways.
Down his throat or sideways?
Yeah, down his throat.
Oh,
Like,
he has like quickly take it out for a moment and turn it and just like, don't choke yourself with that, please.
But I wanted to. I want to bite it.
If you bite it that way, you're less likely for some of it to fall down your throat. It's a safer way to bite it. He's like very worried. He's trying to sound calm, but he probably does not sound calm.
He lets out a little bit of a growl before just going "Meh," and biting it the correct way.
He looks at it like a little sigh of relief. He's not the most happy he's trying to use the stick, but same time he's like, I should have expected that, and I can't really deny it now that I've given him it. It's like a dog with a bone, kind of. Like, the dog probably shouldn't be eating it, despite what they sell it as, but, like, you can't really tell them no after you've given it to them.
Okay, so with that all taken care of, one second. Eventually, you guys will arrive at the castle.
Fantastic.
What'd you say?
Fantastic.
And there we go. It wouldn't let me grab it for a second.
So I had to super quickly draw this because I needed to get it out of my head so fast.
What?
I'm cutting up.
Oh my god, really?
Straight down the throat.
Do not the stick, Carl.
Do not the stick.
But I want to the stick.
No.
Yes, and as you guys enter the castle, this is the main entrance for the castle. And you are greeted by Kythos.
Yeah, I'll do a little wave and be like, hi.
He like was gonna bow for when I like see that he just waves like tries to mimic that lightly of like, hello, sir.
He hold on, I'm gonna move some bitches around real quick. He looks over at you all and just kind of nods and just, hello. I see that you've made it here all right. Sorry, your bestie's getting moved too. Because these two are parenting and they're right over here. He would approach you guys and I have something in my eye. get a burp.
Burp.
I have been told to escort you to Moral's room.
That would be really helpful. Don't exactly know where
Yeah.
we're going.
Yeah, thank you.
It's no problem. Agilus and your friend are waiting for you there.
Let's keep him
Yeah,
waiting
we-
then.
He like will give a little nervous nod. Yeah, we did sort of set him on a goose chase all of a sudden. It's only right for us to come and help.
I do wish you would have sent a warning. As much as Agilus likes him, I find him quite annoying, just popping up whenever he wants.
It was a pretty big deal. It was the best way that we kind of knew to get in contact. You guys don't have phones down here, and none of us can really cast sending.
I understand. I just... He gets on my nerves. And he begins leading you down the hall.
Then gives like a nervous shrug and just starts following him.
Yeah, follow right after.
And I don't have a map for it. I think I could try to find one real quick, but for now, Theater of the Mind. I don't think it's too important to have a map because, you know. I did have this map though, so that's why we're here, because we don't need to be in the ballroom, but
Don't need to be in the room of balls.
yeah. You guys do follow him down a hallway where he holds the door open for all of you. And in there you see Agilus on one side and Tale of Wonder on the other, who is very vigorously looking through a bunch of like bookshelves and drawers and just tossing shit to the side. Like literally just going like, nope, not this, no, no, toss shit over his shoulders.
He looks at the pile to see if anything looks fragile, because like, sure, Moral is like obviously a terrible person, but he's still a little concerned if they're just treating priceless artifacts with that kind of care.
He's not throwing anything that can break, don't worry.
Alright.
I am gonna very quickly I think I'm literally gonna use Druidcraft to almost make like a little scoop and like scoop the things up and kind of bring them back together to at least not be such a mess. Just be like, why are you just throwing things?
Oh, do you ask that?
Yeah.
Like, why are you just throwing things?
Yeah.
Okay. He, looks over and is just like, because none of them are useful to us.
I mean, still. It's making a mess, and it's gonna make it a lot harder to actually get through when you do find something that's useful.
Oh, it's not making a mess. It's fine. Like, waves his hand at you.
Roll my eyes.
How big is the pile right now?
It's pretty big. Like, you know, yeah.
Luna gives him a doubtful look, then it just kind of shakes his head with like mild disapproval.
It's one pile. You just know not to look there. It's not gonna make things more difficult.
Well, if something becomes relevant, he just shakes his head. I don't really know how to word it. It just looks pretty bad right now.
Yeah, what if you find something that references something else that's in the pile, and then suddenly you're looking through everything else and you don't find it?
Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't looked at half of that stuff.
Just blink at him.
But you said it wasn't. He just puts his. He blinks for a moment, and actually, I'm gonna roll something for myself, which basically what I'm gonna call the bad idea thing. If it's like, if I get a 1, I'm gonna do it. If it's a 2, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, rip. I'm not gonna do the dumb idea then. He just sighs instead.
He does kind of give a little bit of a smirk. It's just like, well, I mean, not entirely true. I've been looking at the covers.
That's not good. Did he? Hold on. I can't remember. Did he take the paper back with him again, or did he give it over?
I think he took it.
Okay, just be like, where's the paper that you got?
Here.
Take it and go immediately over to the spot that like has like the actual proper quotes from him and be like, we need to look in the books to see if we can find this.
Great, you get to that. I'm going to start looking at these artifacts, and moves over.
Okay. I'm going to quickly grab a bigger paper. Like, I'm going to grab out my notebook again, and I'm going to turn it sideways so that it's, like, longer ways that way, and, like, quickly write it down again so that it's a lot bigger so everyone can see it easier, and literally just use Druidcraft and basically hook it so that it's against the wall but hanging from the ceiling, just so everyone can see and be like, there, now it's easy to look for.
Yeah, let's get started with that. And he, like, just rummages through it for whatever to feel like a book first to just pull out and start, like, flipping through it.
Yeah, I'll put the other paper up on, like, a counter so then I can look at the width of the book and be able to much easier kind of get an idea there, too.
All right.
And also,
make me some investigation checks.
I'm also gonna make any books that I touch are going in a stack as opposed to just a pile. Investigation. I'm so good at investigation. Did you know?
I'm
better at investigation than you.
Kogri is going to help. Don't worry, I'm rolling something for good old Kog.
Good old Kogs. Kogsry.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Roll20 is being a bastard. Please load their sheet correctly.
Also, by the way, I did grab 2 brownies, so I actually still have one. No, it's going in my mouth right now.
Baby, you keep saying that like you can actually be given it.
And like I would give it to you because it probably has dairy in it.
Uh-oh. It says the connection to the server has been disrupted.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
And it won't load Kogri's sheet.
No!
I think Nat's internet is also having some glitchiness. She was quite crispy there.
Better fucking not.
I'm reloading my internet. Or, not my internet, my page. Hold on.
Reload the internet.
Real. Reloads your internet. Threat.
Loads of pancakes with mine.
My fucking internet.
I might be dying.
Do not.
I think I'm dying.
Do not. Simply do not.
Simply don't.
I don't think I have a choice.
Simply don't, though. Just choose not to, idiot.
I would like to choose not to. Because nothing is loading now.
Good God. Well, while you're struggling, I'm posting this again because I got reminded of it by looking. That's not the correct location!
What the fuck?
Nothing happened. Just said the wrong thing into the wrong channel. Nothing has ever happened in my life. I definitely did not just send that image to the wrong place.
Where the fuck did you send it?
Nowhere, nothing. I sent it here. Don't worry.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in the room. Our room. Our room with rat. Rat's room.
What? I just hear quietly with a rat as her voice slowly dies.
Please load. Please stop having a fucking hissy fit.
Sorry, I also quite like this image.
Drugs?
I don't know, bruh.
Okay. My roll 20 is reloaded. Let me see if I can load Kokori's sheet.
I'm trying to
Motherfucker.
do a Carl doodle of my own, and he's starting off as a little jelly bean.
I wonder what the time lapse, because a lot of things are actually on the same canvas. I wonder what the time lapse looks like.
Oh god. Good job, Kokori.
Oh, nice! Huge day for the lizard community.
I was gonna have other people were going to help you guys, but I think that others would start to help, but Kokori immediately pulls something out of the pile. And as she's flipping through, she goes, fuck, I actually have to remember exactly what the thing had said. Let me scroll up. Yeah, what exactly was it that you wrote down?
It was just basic text from the thing. It wasn't anything of like major importance. It was just random shit that was in the book.
Yeah, okay.
I think that
She's like,
I can't remember if the quote. I think the quote that Kirby wrote underneath my perception is one quote that was in there, like the only one that was of major importance.
right, okay, that was it. I couldn't remember if that was from it or not. She looks at us like, is this it? And pulls it out for everyone to look at.
Yeah, I'll come over with the little paper that has more details on it and like quickly look through.
It does have I don't think you ever got to see the full symbol, but it looks like the part that you did get to see looks exactly like it. And now that you get to see the full symbol, yeah, that's how it should look.
Yeah. I'm gonna quickly write down the proper symbol on the paper next to where the symbol was and just like put like an X next to the fucked up one.
And that took like 10 minutes.
Like fast as fuck, boy. You're like, yeah, this is definitely it. Okay.
And Andreas looks over to Kogri and gives them a smile and just, that was fast. Nice word, kid. Nice word. Nice work, kid. And Kogi just kind of like looks away, kind of blushes, like, we would have found it eventually. It's nothing.
No, we found it super quick. It's very good. Especially with how long these guys have been searching. I look over at Tail and I squint my eyes playfully.
He is not looking at you, but when you squint, his tail does kind of like form a heart shape.
I stick my tongue out at him.
And then I look over like, even if we could have found it eventually, I don't think we wouldn't be able to find it as fast as you did.
I think I just got lucky. I picked the right book.
I mean, you still found the basically exact spot pretty fast.
She looks very embarrassed.
Just take the compliment. You did a good job.
Okay, thank you.
Since you found it, are you guys going to read the page that Mr. Morrill was reading?
Oh yeah, Zuna's been sitting down, looking at the book while looking at Kogori as well, this like entire time after she was asking about the right thing. So he's already kind of like eyeballing it, skimming through it.
Yeah, I'll come
Okay.
look as well.
Sorry, change of music is needed. Hold on. It didn't start from the beginning like an ass.
Yeah, I saw it jump to the middle. I was like, hello?
Okay. The page seems to be a little bit of a continuation of like a previous. This seems to be the middle of the the end of the chapter, actually. But moving back just a little bit, it seems to be information on how to basically summon Kavora, or it doesn't say him by name. It says how to free a trapped soul, a
Mhm.
trapped demon, basically.
Mm.
And it does mention that a powerful, how to word this, someone with an immense amount of potential and power will need to have their essence absorbed and what's the word, preserved in a very specific way. And it gives details on how to do that, and it basically describes the ritual that you guys saw. And then it states that once that has happened and they're in the music box, the key is used to lock the soul in place, and their soul is in the key for now. And then when he is ready, he can hold up the soul, summon Kavor, and then that soul is gone.
Does it mention what
That
happens to the soul?
Kavor is absorbed.
Absorb. He eats.
Zuna looks very disheartened when I said that part. Like, so we can't do anything to help them.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I thought you might have gotten deleted.
What'd you last hear?
I don't remember when we last heard, but Zuna had been saying like, so we can't do anything to help them.
Oh, all I had heard you ask the question of what happens to his to the soul.
Yeah, we heard that you
you
say
said-
absorb, and then.
Oh, I had said more.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, I
heard-
said that he absorbs it to get more powerful, and all that's left of the soul, what's left in the music box is their remaining talent and basically shit words.
Essence?
Huh?
Essence?
No. Potential.
Okay, that's the big difference between what I was thinking of just entirely absorbed and gone.
yeah. So, and I'm assuming it probably doesn't mention any way of bringing them back.
It does mention that if it's held up and he's summoned and the key is drained, they cannot be brought back. But if it's before that, there is a way. It just doesn't mention how.
Okay. So the elf we saw, probably not. The tiefling was also used. The one that I have the key for.
Wait, how do you know that?
I was kind of looking it over when I went off and just trying to figure out as much as I could. And it seems like it was used.
He like looks down. I mean, I guess they still have something of them left, but I just, at the very least, I hope we could at least get him out of, you know, being stuck like that, being able to move and do things again.
I don't think so. I think if they're used, then there's not much left, or at least it kind of, I'll like motion to the part in the book that was mentioning it of, if it's used, then there is basically no way of bringing them back.
The fairy one we have though, we talked to her, right?
Yeah, we
She should be fine.
yeah, we got to talk to her. I think that she was still there, and also it wouldn't make sense if the key had been used with that because it was being actively traded. We found the tiefling one, I believe, in the coffins at the school. So it was already tucked away and used, but the fairy we should be able to get back. We just have to figure out how.
Yeah. He tried to put his hand on the page and flip to see the cover of the book. Maybe because he's like partly curious on who wrote it. Like he doubts they're gonna have the actual name. Like there's a chance they will, and we can find out because he's thinking of like who would even write this to begin with.
Just his tale of wonder.
Tail turns around, turns.
He's the real BBG.
transform- Yeah, transforms into Kavor. You found my cover.
When did you get out of your man cave?
It's written Dariel. He's actually still the BBG.
Yeah, you flip the cover. It's typical dark occult shit. It's got a pentagram on the cover. It's black leather shit. It as for the name, 1 second, hold on. I actually, funny enough, had a name down. Just gotta fucking find the shit. Because my memory is hollow.
Your memory is hollow.
Yes, my memory.
Your brain is full, but your memory is hollow.
Correct. Fuck, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Okay. The name of the author is Desmond Mark.
What is Desmond? I think I'm just thinking of a different game character when I hear Desmond. My brain goes twitch, twitch, twitch.
Oh, same here.
Luna looks at it and
Hold on, it's not Desmond, it's Desmond. My bad.
Desmond.
he looks at it and then he, where is Agilith is his name, right?
Yeah, King.
Yeah. Looks like, where is he right now in the room?
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Oh man, I have no idea who this is. Oh man, that's so crazy.
What?
Hey guys, I want you to swap his name backwards and look at his last name. M-A-R-C-C-R-A-M.
Fucking rat!
I don't.
I heard that, and especially once you sent it, I went, this is a backwards name or a... No, the second part. Mark. M-A-R-C. Switch it backwards. C-R-A-M. Cram.
Oh god damn it, yeah.
I saw the name and I immediately went, oh, this is someone. This is an anagram or something, and I was like looking at it and I was like, Mark spelled like that, and I was like, I flip it backwards immediately and I'm like, cram. Where's your
Why
first?
did you figure it out so fast? What the fuck?
Because it was so obviously a puzzle to solve. My brain went, all right, figure it out now.
You had to tell everyone immediately? You couldn't shut the fuck up for 5 minutes?
No.
Especially being given the name, I was like, oh, I totally have to know the name.
You couldn't shut the fuck up for 5 minutes.
Well, no matter what, I'm still, because, like, that's meta knowledge. Of course, I'm gonna do what I was thinking. Duna looks over, tries to see Agilus, and, can I ask you a question, sir?
Agilus is currently looking over some framed pictures on his son's nightstand, but he looks over when you call him and just, Oh, is there something I could do to help you?
I was wondering, I don't expect you to know everyone who lives in your plane, but have you heard of Damson Mark?
He walks over and he looks at the book cover and Jasmine Mark. He scratches at his, I believe he has a beard. He scratches at his chin. And just, I do believe that was a rather infamous scientist, you could say. He was known for experimenting with the dark arts in a way that grew to be an obsession. He wrote many books about it until it delved into a way that wasn't healthy. No one really knows what happened to him. He just disappeared one day.
We could find out.
We'd have to wait till tomorrow. We already used all the
Wait,
charges for now.
did you use the third one? We held on to one, didn't we?
Did we?
We held on to one, but I think you might have offered Val and Andreas to look at it
Oh,
at their people, but I don't think that they actually did.
I don't think they did.
oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I remember
Yeah,
we
I
specifically were
think
going to hold on to one, and then you offered it
listen.
to Andreas and Val.
Yeah, we blinked around and puts a hand in his hands like, oh, wait, no, Val said no to that. Yeah, I should be able to. He like looks back at Agnes. Do you want to look at it too, sir? I mean, if you're curious, you don't have to. You can go back to looking if you'd rather do that.
I think I'll leave it to you kids. If it's something you believe is important, you can fill me in.
Alright. And he's gonna go back to where he probably gobbles slightly and goes back and, hey, we're gonna see who wrote this book. The life of the person who wrote the book, I mean. We should get at least something out of it. Know if he got himself involved with Kavor, since he knows how to summon him, he probably got into his thrall in some way or another.
Well, it's not just about summoning Kavor, it's about summoning any sealed demon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I suppose either way is concerning.
Yeah, if it was just
And-
that, then it would probably be less worrying, but the fact that apparently he was a mad scientist that kind of, or a scientist that kind of went mad, it probably a good idea. Might have gotten into some more business that could be relevant, especially considering this. I don't think that this book is a question, just based on the way the book looks. Is this like a book that was like something that was like sold around, or is this like a single book that exists?
This looks kind of like a journal.
Yeah, so it's like a personal fucking book, question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we should definitely find out why some 14-year-old, I think he looked like, had a book from a mad scientist that he was using to summon Kavor.
Yeah. That's a good idea. And he's gonna look at it, think of the image of Deb's the Mark, which in this case is just the name for now.
Yeah. Desmond.
I hate you so much.
It was the speed of light, because as you were saying it, especially when you were like when it was Desmond, I was like, okay, yeah, that's like a normal name. I was like, it's a little weird that he has like a very, like, he basically has a backwards name, but like Mark Desmond sounds like a normal name. Oh, Desmond is a character from Peg. Sorry, I just realized where I knew the name. And
Wait, what?
one of the characters from Peg is named Desmond.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's where I was recognizing it from. But when you were like, oh, it's Desmond, I was like, or like Desmond, I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, this is definitely an anagram. And I was gonna ask you to put it down, but then you posted it, and I was like, oh, good. And I look at it, and I see Mark, M-A-R-C, and I'm like, and I was like ready to type down the letters, and then I was like, Mark, Cram, interesting, huh, crazy, who would have guessed?
Got a warning now that's doing that kind of blabbling about Kavor in front of like, well, shit. I see my path has come to bite me.
Okay, so you guys are starting to go robotic on me again, but as far as I know, you guys can hear me.
Yes.
So, as you are looking into this book specifically, right?
I think we're looking into Desmond, Mark.
Yeah, we're looking at the Dasman in particular.
Desmond, okay. So you're looking into Desmond Mark. And as you do, you see a relatively, I'd say like a man reaching his middle ages with some he looks like a kind of silver fox type guy, you know? He emphasis on the silver fox. He has white hair.
Which means silver rat.
Shut up. That is slicked back, and he has a little bit of a goatee. Not a goatee, just a beard. And he seems to be, he is standing while seemingly writing in a journal, which you can only imagine to be this journal. And he has a little bit of a, not a little bit, he has a ghostly spirit hovering around him. Kind of like a shadow, as it's just kind of engulfing him, but he doesn't seem scared. He doesn't seem freaked out. He occasionally turns to it as if he's talking to it, and just nodding as he's writing everything down. And then suddenly, we've decided you guys can hear, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's a loud crash as someone apparently breaks into whatever room he's in. And as he does, he freaks out, closes the journal, and apparently tosses it to this shadowy figure that's following him. And as it does, it engulfs the book. It disappears. And the man grabs a vial that has a unmarked liquid inside, and he drinks it. As there are footsteps that are coming closer that sound like multiple ones, and you can even hear weapons clashing and people screaming of, he's down here, we have to stop him, he's going to kill us all. And as this man drinks the potion, he starts morphing and becoming smaller and smaller and smaller until he becomes a little white rat. One that you all recognize very well. This is Professor Cram. And the vision ends as he scurries off.
Duna's face kind of turned from like conscious, like mild concern to intense concern as he's just kind of like remembering everything about Grim and his interactions with the guy to this moment, and was like, oh shit, I told him stuff I probably shouldn't have said.
Just stare, just like, oh, that's bad.
Quinn and Kogri are staring at the mirror, just in absolute shock.
I'm gonna turn and look at Andres and Val and be like, do you know the warlock teacher from school?
They look at each other before nodding, of like, Professor Cram, yes, he'd been there a while.
Yeah. I point at the mirror, which obviously has gone off by now, but just be like, that was him.
Yes, I realize that's very concerning.
I'm gonna like pause and I'm literally gonna be like, hold on. And I'm literally gonna reach over and grab the book and flip it back to its cover while like keeping a hand where it was and literally looking at the name and just being like, and then I literally just flip it back open and I literally do just turn away and just be like, Mark Cram.
He's not that original with his names, isn't he?
Of course.
I mean, I guess not that you would guess right away, but that's still... He, like, looks back. Could we even explain this to Torque in a way that makes any sort of sense? Do you think she would even care, honestly, at this point?
I don't know. She didn't do anything with the mayor. Is anything gonna happen with him at this point? Honestly, is it just better to act like we don't know and then deal with it when we can? Because we kind of have bigger fish to fry? Or is it even... Or should we worry about it?
I guess this all depends on if we can prove if he's involved with Kavor or not. I mean, you know what happened when you know who, and I panicked about separating them. He seemed not actively malicious when I told him about it, but...
Yeah, when I came and talked to him. But the thing is, he also knew that he was dealing with Kavor. He knew that Zyron was dealing with him.
I guess the main worry is, was that Osmosis or whether that's someone else he was talking to back there.
Asmodeus? Osmosis Jones.
I love Asmodeus Jones.
I can't say his name right. But
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Yeah, there you go. Not
Asmodeus.
Osmosis. It works, not osmosis.
It's fine.
Yeah, it is a good question, that's for sure. I can't imagine that we could get in contact with him here.
Tail.
Unless
Oh no, sorry. You could go ahead.
I was saying, unless like sending could go across dimensions, I don't think so.
I think it can, but I don't think he's. Is he in the celestial plane? I don't know where Asmodeus is. I don't know.
Oh, you want to get in contact with Asmodeus? So
I think Asmodeus is related to hell, so technically he'd maybe be in here, but at the same time, I guess I try to make assumptions of where hell is.
Yeah. I don't think that there is another plane that is actually hell. It's just what people in the material plane primarily call hell. Because we kind of know the planes. Celestial, infernal, material, Feywild.
okay, yeah, you can send it to different dimensions, but there's a 5% chance it'll fail.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I knew that as a player.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that, which is why I kind of said, like, I'm pretty sure you can. That was Annie going, I'm pretty sure you can, but I was like, I know you can, in fact.
Okay.
But it would really matter if... Because if... I can't... It doesn't make... Like, I don't know where else he'd be other than the Infernal Plane to be able to get in contact. Because it would seem awfully strange if he was on the Celestial Plane, because that just doesn't seem quite right. But I don't think that he's not... that he's on the Material, and I don't think he's in the Feywild.
There is a little problem with your whole plan. It has to be a creature that the sender is familiar with.
True. I guess if we could... No, Warlocks can't cast Sending, can they?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think it's just wizards. Maybe sorcerers?
I can look.
I'm gonna quickly, like, look over to the king and be like,
Bards, clerics, and wizards.
I'm surprised bards can.
Well, Tail is the bard.
Ah, you're right. That is correct. But also, he was planning on teaching us spells that we shouldn't know at our level. So, honestly, means nothing to me that Tail knows it.
True.
That motherfucker just transcends classes.
Kind of do.
I'm gonna look towards the king and be like, you wouldn't happen to know how to, either where he is or how to get in contact with him, would you?
You're asking Tail?
No, the king.
The king. Agnes looks over at you like, with Asmodeus?
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't. He's above a king like me. He's more of a god. And as powerful as I can be and am, he is very much above my station. You can't just waltz up to a god and bother them whenever you like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do apologize, I can't be of much help. I do believe that if you do really need to get in contact with him, there are some wizards and warlocks in my castle that are proficient in this type of knowledge.
That might be pretty useful. I guess
Yeah.
even without bothering him, I don't know a lot about him. You weren't watching, but he kind of was a black mist behind him. Is that like something that he can do?
Was there any red to the tent? The black mist? There was not.
He Duda shakes his head. Not that I could notice.
It would be very visible. In fact, it's a bit more red than black. I would say that is not him.
Okay.
Zuna sighs. Who wants to get that it was Kavor somehow?
It's possible. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the book and I'm going to try and flip to the back and see if this journal was finished.
It was not.
What's the last thing that's in this book?
The last thing that is in the book is... Sorry, I got distracted about seeing a fucking huge-ass roach crawling across the wall.
Me.
Ye...
Me. M-E.
you. The last thing in the book... First of all, well, no, hold on, I'll say that for a bit. Last thing in the book is details. This could be very interesting for you guys about Kavor's abilities
Oh, useful.
and about his motivations and about shit, one more thing, come on. And about the power that Cram seems to have gained from forming a deal. But a lot of it's just ramblings. He mentions here and there about the powers, as not Asmodeus, fuck you guys, that Kavor seems to have given him, that seemed to be said to him by Kavor himself. But it goes off into ramblings about they called me crazy, but I was right. And then
They put me in a rubber room with rats, so I became one.
But at the very end, it's trailed off mid-sentence. It even has like a little, like, quill mark, as if he dropped the quill and it scuffed across the page.
What powers did he write down for both what Kavor has and what he got from Kavor?
I will tell you.
We're slowly gathering and more information about him, because we also had learned from Trisha his weaknesses.
Right, you did learn his weaknesses.
Yeah, which I know included fire and radiant, I believe, but he is immune to ice, and I believe he either is immune to or resists necrotic.
It's also interesting to think about, like, I wonder who the book ended up going, because like, they said that whoever it was absorbed the book, so it's like, did he plop it down at Moral's doorstep or something, or did this thing get passed around cheaply?
Like a cheap whore!
Like a cheap whore.
Passes your book around like a cheap whore.
Me when my book is a cheap whore.
It seems that he only really mentions 2 of Kavor's abilities in between his incessant ramblings about how he's a genius. And that would be his ability to steal life from others and heal himself. And the ability to increase his own power by an extreme amount and heal himself, but not be able to, in layman's terms, regain legendary action.
Sorry, what?
Okay. He has the power to heal himself and make himself stronger, but he can no longer regain legendary actions, to put in D&D terms.
He has Giga Drain.
Basically, yes.
He has Giga Drain and fucking another one.
Yeah, some other Pokemon move.
I will take out my own notebook and like put it next to the thing and like quickly scribble it down on like some of the like early pages, probably along with where I put some of the notes that I wrote down later on of his weaknesses. This is my Kavor cheat sheet as I have it. Like, well, that's very handy. And what shit did he write down for what he got from this man?
Oh, increased knowledge, and increased magical abilities, which seems to be a fucking trend. Sorry, I'm coughing up my fucking lungs. And so sorry. And really just those two. Just increased magical abilities and increased intelligence.
Okay.
He basically calls himself smarter than any other humanoid being.
Real full of himself over there, huh?
He's really what?
Full of himself. Also, wow, I nearly started the recording perfectly at fucking 6:45, FYI.
Nice.
Let's write that down. Fuck you, idiot. My staff can also do that first one. Bonk, 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 bonk.
I have half the powers of a god. I'm no demon.
God demon thing, as I always refer to him. And listen, you could argue that I can do that second one too by wild shaping.
You sure can't argue.
It's not even to bring myself up to like a higher level. It's just to go, haha, a child can do this too, idiot. Get fucked on.
No.
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. But yeah, I'll probably write that down somewhere else as well. Just in a list of like things people have gotten for deals at this point. I think I do have like a little list of like I'm making a fucking like modus operandi for him. I am studying him. I am going to become Cram.
Oh god.
Luna blinks for a moment to like think to himself he's gonna say something. Then he looks at, eventually just like, I'm probably gonna regret saying this, but you think he offered one of his family members for the deal as well, or?
You say that?
Yeah, he's like, that was very a little uncomfortable saying it, but he does like say that completely seriously.
Agilus stiffens.
I do kind of like looking into the corner of my eye and just like, I don't think so. At least he has a trend with that a little bit, but that might also just be because, you know, it's people that don't like their parents. I don't know if he didn't. Hold on. And I'm going to like start flipping through and try and start finding where he starts becoming crazed and see if I can find where it may have mentioned that he made a deal.
You do eventually get to find where a deal is mentioned. However, the details are actually very sparse. All it mentions is, I have finally formed a pact with the powerful Kavor. it doesn't really mention the details. All it says is he only asked for something trivial. I feel like I've come on top.
I think I
Zuna-
do quite literally just mumble under my breath, like, yeah, you tend to.
Yeah, Zuna does sigh, like, I wonder what he thought was so trivial that didn't really matter to him.
Sanity. I immediately slap a
Probably.
hand over my mouth. I'm so sorry. He's.
Gwen, not Gwen. Koki looks over at you with a little bit of wide eyes, like, really?
I didn't mean to say that out loud. Listen, the ramblings he has in this are really crazed. He literally wrote down that, like, people called him crazy.
I mean, he must have been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know if that was part of it or if that was just him. But
I guess when we get back, without trying to sound suspicious, ask the other people of the War classes how it's going. I mean, maybe to try to keep himself hidden, he isn't doing any kind of weird experimentation on children, but now I'm not certain on that. And I'd kind of at least want to know if anyone's been going through some weird stuff during his class.
I could probably go and keep an eye on him. If we start asking around, people might get a little weird about it, especially after we've been missing for some time.
Yeah.
I already have the deal with my teacher that I can basically skip out on half the day, so I can go into that class for a little while.
Alright. Hopefully that can keep size. I'm sorry, I keep dragging you all into my anxieties and...
No, this was a good idea for us to look through and everything like that. This was, I mean, even outside of learning that, another authority figure is definitely dealing with him, which now we can be careful about, we also did get some good information on some of the things that he's able to do, which is good for if we have to end up fighting him. Or when we do, anyway. When he's fought.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to avoid confrontation.
Yeah. I just, kind of shake my head. I'm just like, yeah. I guess... I would like to still find the music box, but obviously we're not going to be able to help the person that's in it. But at the very least, we might be able to find their family. I assume that they're probably from the material plane.
Potentially, at the very least, give them some kind of peace.
Yeah.
Or someone with some peace.
Let them mourn properly. But at least now we know we don't really need to look for the key. So now we can just look for bigger things, which means that we don't have to pull every single bit out of everywhere and make a big pile on the ground. Looking directly over at Tail.
I mean, it helped you find what you were looking for, didn't it?
We probably could have maybe found it faster if they were all still up there.
What? Now are you saying Kogri's help didn't matter? That was really fast. Are you saying it meant nothing?
No, it absolutely would have meant something, but I think Kogri also would have been able to find them easier, and now we also have to put all his books away.
Oh, pshaw. He waves his hand. All the books lift up and immediately shoot back towards the bookshelves. Everyone make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Nice!
Oh, Zuna!
Zuna with your +6 and you roll a nat 1. I have a +1 and I roll a 16.
So he's just too shocked by the sudden movement to properly react.
I'm used to magics. You're not. Ah, Calgary. You're supposed to be good with magics too, though. Kogri's vulnerable to book damage.
Book damage.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get Tannen and not Tannen. Nope, not Tannen. Tannen, no here.
Tannenless.
Jonah. Carl should be fine though. He's on Zuna.
Yeah, I think still
So,
probably tucked into the fucking headscarf that he wears.
yeah. I need to open up all these fucking sheets. Val, Andreas. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marcus. Sophie. And yeah, Gwen's open. I think that's everyone. Okay.
Is Kythos and Agilus needing to? Or are they out reviving?
Oh, Kythos was standing near the door, so I think he's gonna be fine. But Agilus, I think Agilus is also fine because he's over in the corner. At least that's where I've been picturing him. Okay. Sophie, if you don't make this, I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, good.
Yeah, with the plus 10. Hey, it doesn't matter what your plus is, as we can see with Zuna with a plus 6.
Yeah, I was. Please don't roll a 1 is basically what I was saying. How to spell name? There we go. The longest part of this is gonna be fucking grabbing everyone. Oh god, Marcus.
Fuck yes.
You're gonna get obliterated, sir.
I love how, despite they're going in like opposite order with Zuna, Kogri, and Marcus in terms of what their like plus is, where Zuna has a fucking plus 6, but that motherfucker's basically nothing. Like, you guys are still going down because you've all rolled like shit.
Come on, big girl, I believe in you. If I can open up your sheet, thank you.
Come on, Gwen, be so smart. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done Andreas yet, have I?
Nope. Oh, his poor ankle, not again. Old man.
Uh-oh, maybe I should give him disadvantage.
You said he was fine.
He did say he was fine. But did it not click? I guess he is fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's A-okay. I get to sit at the big kids table next to all these 20s while everyone else is in single digits.
Jonah.
Jonah rolled pretty well, especially compared to
For
everyone
a
else.
-1,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyone who rolled below they're flying books. Yeah, below a 15.
Whew, I'm safe. I still get to sit with the big kids. I'm small and dexterous with my +1.
So, people who got hit, someone write this down for me when I call them out. Zuna, Kogri, Marcus, Val, and Jonah.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, you fucking idiots. Okay. So as the fucking books are flying into the shelves, you guys
Can I make an additional thing of wanting to hold on to the journal?
Oh, that one doesn't go flying.
Okay, good. Had to be
Yeah,
sure.
you're fine. But as you're all trying to avoid the flying books, that one just ended. So, the ones of you that succeeded, you have enough reaction time to luckily duck onto the floor, get out of the way just in time. But the rest of you, you are taken off guard and you get whacked for a good 3 damage.
Will people that have the one fucking feat be able to take at least half damage?
What feat?
Evasion, I think it is. I believe Zuna has it. Can you check what exactly it says? I don't remember the exact wording of it, but I know.
No, this isn't gonna count.
Damn it, cross.
I was gonna say, I think even with one, I'm not sure if no, not one don't prevent it, but still, it's yeah, evasion would be only half if you fail, but this is a it says only specific ones anyways. It's really worded. Out of way of certain area effects, and I don't know if direct book impact is an area effect.
I also am going to need to figure out exactly where you get hit, Zuna.
Ah.
Because
You need to figure out if Carl gets bluff force trauma.
yeah. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make a quick table real quick. Also, I'm gonna pick music because I don't like the silence.
Silence, no sound.
Okay.
Could you make a second deck save to make sure he doesn't get hit in the head at least?
Oh, I'm gonna have head on here. I'm gonna make a quick table that I'm gonna have Zuna roll on.
Okay.
Because this is the thing. It wherever Zuna gets hit depends on Carl. For everyone else, it doesn't really matter.
He just gets squashed and turned to absolute jelly on his head.
Okay. Let me know if this seems hi Jonah, she said that. If this seems good to you guys.
Hit the kneecap, that hurts. That seems...
Get kneecapped, idiot.
And the chest, okay.
Get
I
winded,
kind of want
idiot.
you to get hit in the pelvis.
Me
Right
too.
in the penis!
It's funny.
Right in the dick, for realsies.
Okay, Carl is safe.
But your lungs are not.
Okay, I mean, I should have seen that coming, but a little warning would have been nice there.
Yeah, what the? Why you don't do that just so immediately? At least let people get out of the way.
Tail blinks and looks actually surprised that happened and I mean, you said you had a problem with them. I was cleaning it up. That's kind of on you.
Oh no! Everyone else still had to move out of the way.
What was people just doing things the Susan said today? I mean,
If someone
Carl was thrown out of the treehouse just because I said he should leave. I didn't mean to literally throw him out of it.
If someone said to go put a sword away, would you just chuck it at them?
If someone said to do what?
To put a sword away, would you just chuck it at them?
Sorry, to put a what away?
Sword!
Oh.
Sword!
Oh. No, they would say to put it away, not to hand it to them.
Wait, so if someone told you to hand them a sword, you would throw it at them?
Maybe.
Tail. Tail.
Yeah? Yeah?
No.
He has a grin on his face.
How about everyone else keep searching? I can heal people.
Oh, it was just a book. It can't hurt that bad.
I don't know about that. Books can hurt pretty bad. Okay. How about everyone else keep searching? Tail, Kogri, and I, we should start working on the spell that you were going to teach us.
You want me to do that now?
Yeah, since we found something big and we're just kind of looking for the music box, that shouldn't take that long. Or at the very least, if it does take a bit of time, it's something big that's pretty easy to search for. So, and instead of making a mess or getting people hit by books, maybe we go and learn how to cast that spell, because it is going to be pretty important.
Sure. But like I said, it's gonna take a while, because you two, well, I mean, it was sending that you wanted to learn, right?
No. It was a planar shift or whatever the fuck.
Planar shift.
Yeah,
right,
it was
right,
it was some spell to be able to go between the planes.
Right, okay.
Plane shift, I think is what it actually is, not planar. Oh, wait, hold on, what is this? As any
Annie!
maybe. No. Don't do that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I mean, yeah, I can teach it to you, sure. And he just shrugs and leads you out.
Yeah, I'll just look at her and be like, just keep looking for the music box. If you find the key, that will also be nice, but ultimately it's not super important. I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna turn and leave.
That's... he does probably, even though it hit his chest, does like lightly tap Carl to make sure he's okay before trying to go and look for
Man.
either the music box, the key, or anything else that seems interesting to... I guess the best way of saying it, just anything interesting to take that could be potentially useful in any sort of way.
Hold on.
Admit.
Sorry, I just realized. Nat, do you know what a lizard looks like? Why did you give him little feet beans?
Because fuck you. My brain said need a feet bean, so I give a feet bean.
Shakes head.
I also love that the part where he's actually about to put it in his mouth is so clean, but the other part is literally still a sketch.
I like how his tail also extends a little bit. Yeah, but that's not the toe beans that he has. He has like cat toe beans, like the big bean in the center of the foot.
Yeah. Okay. The three of you fuck off, and you're going to be spending, I'm gonna say, an hour being taught this.
Alrighty, yeah, I'll probably lead us over to go fucking sit in the cart just in case.
Yeah. As for the rest of you, make another investigation check if you're trying to look for the music box and or the key.
And or whatever the fuck else.
I'm trying to think if I want to use one of my inspiration to get a better roll or not. I guess because he's so on edge, I am gonna use one of my inspiration. It's even worse.
Worse.
That's
So,
how
10.
it usually is.
At least you got rid of the 5. It's
Hey,
Marcus?
Kogri, you want to come in? Uh-huh.
Kogri's gone.
All right, Kogri is gone. You're so right. Are we
Marcus
saying
should
about Marcus?
Marcus should have good intelligence. Ish.
Hold on.
That boy may be oh no, it's Val, okay. I thought that was Marcus. I literally just sighed so heavily.
I'm doing all the people that I know for a fact would help investigate. Oh, this was gonna be fun.
Get it, Gwen. Nat 20 now.
How'd you know?
I can see your icon change at the bottom.
Oh.
Well, you got the same as Andrea's. Good
Where the
enough.
fuck is Marcus? I don't have him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I guess Marcus would help. Sorry, I have the images off, so like all I have are the names.
Yeah, I don't see it on my main screen, but I do have it in the recording, so I can see each time you're like flicking it by just looking over at Streamlabs.
Ah.
Marcus. Why? You have a +5 and you rolled the same as a man with a +0. Thank you, Sophie, for being at least moderately more useful than your dear little man.
Okay.
Imagine you roll for Carl. Nat 20.
You know what? Do you want me to? Because I will.
Do it. Though it might be perception for him.
Yeah.
That might
it
be worse, but like... Because man's not able to get out of... Unless he climbs out of the headscarf. Which, books just went flying? Fucking...
He actually has a fucking...
Proficiency?
What is it? Proficiency in investigation.
You wanna get out of there?
Yeah, he sees everyone else searching, and honestly, he might...
Climb
he didn't actually seem perturbed by the flying books.
Wanted to hop out and jump on top of one as it went flying. Hey!
Guys, I found a hoverboard.
Hey, Val, Marcus, Sophie, you all just got outdone by this 5-year-old lizard.
He's just a little guy.
Zuna, Val. Oh my god, he was like Jonah rolled the best, and that was one better than Carl, Gwen, and Andreas.
That is such a group. Why are all of the smart people actually just so incredibly stupid right now?
Hold on, I think Gwen has an inspiration.
I do think so. I think I gave her one.
Should she use it? She's thinking about should she use it?
She could. I think... No.
Yeah.
Does Jonah have one? Well, she doesn't need it.
You know what? Gwen is gonna use it.
Fuck it, we ball!
She wants to be helpful.
Okay, I think Tannen, Kogri, Gwen, and Dusk were given inspiration.
Yeah. But none of those other bitches are here.
Yeah. I kidnapped one.
One worse.
Rolled worse, but, you know? Still useful. Only one worse
Okay.
versus 5 worse.
Yeah. All right. So, to make this easy on myself, we're just gonna go with the group that rolled 15 and above because the rest of you suckers I don't care about.
Yeah,
I think that's
they'll share their investigation shit.
yeah.
It's fine, Zuna. Carl can lead you by the hand and show you where things are.
Yeah.
Your sweet little brother.
For you, Zuna, like you're trying to look and you're just like, I can't find anything. You find like
Rocks.
a piece. You find like a piece of paper and you're like, oh, maybe this is something, and it's just like a middle finger.
The page is just filled with those like middle school S's that you draw with the like 6 lines.
The Superman, yeah. While you're looking, you feel like the familiar feeling at this point of Carl like crawling up your back, and then he like pulls on your little headscarf and is like, this way, like he's trying to Remy Ratatouille you.
All right. And he turns around and starts walking where he believes Carl is trying to yank him to.
He does actually start trying to Ratatouille you with your fucking hood.
He's playing along at this point.
Eventually he does lead you to the rest of the 15 and above group, where they have it's not a key or that sort, or a music box. But 1 second, I have to cough so bad.
Barfs. Real.
But it does seem to be a locked box.
Oh. Does it look like just like a normal chest, kind of, in terms of like its shape?
It is a small locked box, kind of like a jewelry box.
Interesting. I assume we could have found a key for it.
Oh, ow, ow.
Carl like scurries off of your head, and he literally dives underneath a dresser, and then he comes out with a fucking key in his mouth.
Nice.
I stashed it here so no one else could claim they found it.
I see.
And he goes over, walking with like such a smug little walk, and he takes it in his hands and immediately falls over. He was already waddling weird with it in his mouth.
Let me help you get there. And he probably like feel like Carl's gonna still want to do the walk, so he's just gonna like have his hand against Carl's back as he probably just keeps walking over so he can catch him if he falls over again.
You're not putting it in, you're just helping him?
Well, it's gonna help him get there, and then he's probably gonna like help him open the actual jewelry box as well. He just like didn't want to carry him to the jewelry box. He'll be like, "You're babying me," if he did that.
Okay, yeah. He takes his hands and he misses the hole a few times, eventually gets it in, and he uses his whole fucking body weight to turn that thing. And there's a soft little click. Give me 1 second. Hey, watch together. Thank you. By the way, Annie. Oh wait, no, you're not here. Fuck me. I keep forgetting you're not here.
Adios!
Adios!
Leaves the room cutely.
Goodbye. Fuck you.
And he has gone to Brazil.
This is not what I want right now. Um. So as the key clicks and it unlocks, Carl struggles to open it, but eventually, manages. And inside, you guys were expecting maybe a magic item, some jewelry, maybe maybe the key to the music box. But instead of any of that, you see fairy wings.
Instantly Tess up at that. Like, oh, this is. Nuno's like considering just slightly closing the box and acting like Tess was not in there, but he looks at him still. And is it like some kind of sign on how long they've been there?
They don't look okay. They still look nice and pristine. They don't look dried up or anything. But you're not exactly a fairy expert. You don't know if fairy wings dry up or anything after being removed.
Post-mortem.
Yeah. Everyone else around you is also kind of looking in horror. Gwen especially is just staring, and she even took a few steps back.
I don't.
Why are there fairy? What?
I don't know if he decides it would even make more sense if there was the rest of the body if he used the rings for some kind of ritual, but they look like they weren't used for anything yet. He lets out a uncomfortable sigh and just like, I'm definitely not gonna ask what you could use them for. That sounds so wrong to even think about right now.
It
doesn't make any sense.
The fairy doesn't necessarily have to be deceased to have them removed. Val looks extremely uncomfortable as well and is not looking at anyone. And it just looks like they were clipped. I don't see any sign of skin. And fairy wings can be used for a... Thank you. Can be used for many things. They can be ground into powder for many potions, but clearly that isn't the case here. I must admit I don't understand the purpose. If it is intended for magical reasons, they shouldn't still be intact.
Maybe he was going to save it and use it for a potential emergency. But you think he'd have it prepared in whatever state it was meant to be in rather than keep them like this, unless he just wanted to sometimes look at it, which would raise its own question that probably would have an answer just as quickly of why would he want it like that? Because he's a creep, and he just puts a hand on his face's eyes, as we've established this entire day.
You know that some serial killers like to keep trophies to their victims. Maybe he's like that. I mean, he clearly enjoyed killing that elf girl.
He like lifts a small ground, like, yeah, know that one? That is a little, he looks for a moment at probably whatever Agnes is doing, considering if he should be asking, like, what moral, like, how often moral go that low. Be like, no, I shouldn't be going into their family life to determine how many people he's killed in private, but God, I'm worried now.
Yeah, Agilus is also looking pretty horrified at seeing the wings. And in fact, before Jonah, like as Jonah was even saying that, he was heading towards the exit, with Kythos like muttering something to him as Agilus stepped out.
He, lightly grabs the music box. Perhaps, not the music box, the jewelry box. Perhaps in the morning we could figure out who these used to belong to.
I'm so
I
sorry,
mean-
Kirby. I need you to repeat that.
He, like, looks inside the box. Perhaps sometime in the morning we can see who these used to belong to. I mean, it's not gonna really help putting the back on them now, but at the very least, I'm worried about what could have happened to them. At the very least, maybe if they are not around, we can make sure their family knows properly, I suppose. Gets what should be theirs.
Do you think they're nebulous?
Sorry, who's speaking?
Yuna's Kogri, I assume.
Kogri's
and
not
you
here.
guys-
Oh, right. Kogri isn't
Come,
here. You're
Kogri,
so
come,
right.
come over here.
I keep forgetting.
Get this motherfucker over next to me, so then we're out of the way. So you stop thinking of that. Yeah, because I heard that voice, I went, is that Kogri? No.
I keep forgetting she's fucking gone.
What's between? What the heck?
In between.
Pretend that, it's because I was gonna say pretend that Gwen said that.
Yeah, instead, fucking, it's fine. It's a simple fix. Gwen says it instead. Do you think it was Nebula?
Yuna looks at her very concerned, like, I mean, he blinks and I guess being turned into a music box would be the bigger concern to me than losing my wings, I suppose. I mean, I'm not a fairy, so I couldn't tell from experience if being stuck in place is worse than having a body part removed, but that would mean Moral was the one who found her, and does that mean he looks over at Kaita? I assume that
okay.
oh.
I can't hear you. You're cutting out every other word. I can't hear you.
Oh.
Give just a minute. Please
Yeah.
get your shit together, internet. That would be ultra puggers. I'm glad Annie left.
Annie would have been like, I'm gonna kick somebody's ass.
And he's like, hey, where's the prison? Real quick, just I'll administer the punishment. Come, just show me where the prison is. Don't worry, I'll deal with it. Don't worry. Just show me where the dungeon is. Yeah, come here. You think it's funny? You think it's funny? To remember what the fairy sings? I'm gonna remove your fucking head from your body.
Who are you gonna do this to?
Moral.
Moral?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know it was him who clipped the wing. All right, Kirby, what were you trying to say to me?
Alright. Duda, was basically muttering, like, if that is the case, that means Moral would have had to, he, stuttered for a bit. It'd mean either Moral went to the material plane at some point recently to do it to her, or she was here and he somehow managed to give it to someone else in the material plane. And I mean, the possibility isn't zero, but it's a weird chain of complicalities that just make me wonder how he could have had the chance to do that. And he was gonna like try to see what's his name? Kyphos, to like look over at Kyphos like, you guys don't leave this realm too often, right? It wouldn't be like Moral, at least your knowledge, would have just left to go to a different plane in the past like few months just because he felt like it and then came back.
He looks over to you and just frowns. We do have a portal that has access to the material plane. One that normally does require going through the proper channels, but one that royalty can access no problem. However, Agilus has prohibited Moral from using it in the past, though I doubt he would ever listen.
Yeah, there's no active security. I'm pretty sure he could just walk in easily. And even if there was, he could probably just lie and say he was given permission, and I doubt the security would have given it too much thought.
We do have guards, and they actually did know about Agilus's orders. However, Moral is very charismatic, as you saw.
So he could have done all that.
It is possible.
Now I'm trying to remember if there was an exact. I'm pretty sure he said the exact description of the person who gave the music box over to that guy we beat up was specifically a woman. I could have sworn that was the description. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember now that like could have actually been Moral or not. But like I could have sworn it was a woman.
I mean, it doesn't
It
have
was
to.
a woman.
Yeah, it also doesn't have to be that the woman that gave over the music box to the guy that we beat the shit out of was Moral. It could have been he passed it on to her, then she passed it on to the guy we beat the fuck out of. It might have gone through multiple channels to get where it needed to go.
Yeah. He just like, so he could have gone back and passed it over. Or he could have gone there, did that to that girl, and kept the wings just because it was some sort of sick treasure pride that he did it because he couldn't keep the box. He just like does a little like shiver cringe out of like he's freaking himself out now trying to theorize this.
I do not know. I knew that the boy was not well, but I could never have imagined he would be up to all of this.
I don't think anyone could ever imagine the concept of the, royalty going out and killing random people to awaken a dark god. I don't think that's the first thing anyone would think about in any sort of context.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, yeah.
Hello.
Sorry,
Hello.
I'm assuming Kirby had finished speaking. Cool.
Yeah.
Especially at the cost of your own father. Kaithos just kind of mumbles under his breath. During that conversation, there was the sound of the jewelry box closing and another soft click as Val picks up the jewelry box and kind of places it in her bag. We should probably take this.
Yeah. That's a good idea. He bites his whip and should we tell the others about this or
Well, we can't lie to Annie. I mean, she should know. Even if it's really Gwyn shivers.
Messed up.
Yeah.
I supposed to write. And I guess if anyone could have... And he stops to set this and, no, I could ask her to do that. That'd be too much.
To do what?
To, you know, come up with an idea on why the wings were clipped like that.
Yeah, I don't think we should have her do more than just know about it.
Yeah. And he's gonna awkwardly just... He's probably gonna just awkwardly skim through, like, around the area where the jewelry box was found. He's just trying to distract himself at this point from what it is. Because, like, this is messed up. I kind of just want to find something else now for a quick moment.
Sorry, you cut out again. What'd you say?
He's gonna just basically start mindlessly going around the one area, like where the box is found, just to try to find something to get his mind off it.
Okay. You guys, the mood's definitely changed, and only a few people are actually investigating anymore. Val is, Andreas is, Jonah is half-heartedly, but the others are not. As, everyone's really kind of disheartened by the discovery. Because that's kind of fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
And normally I would go out and talk with, see what, you know, Annie, Kogri, and Taylor are up to, but they're literally just having a lesson.
Is V still asleep, or does he eventually wake up in this hour?
Yeah, I will say that, before we're gonna end this, because, my internet's starting to kill itself again. We are gonna go over to V real quick.
Threat.
V. Huh?
Threat.
Threat. V, who you've been sleeping very peacefully.
Which,
Oh,
thank
wait, no,
God,
you
he
have the
needed it.
blanket. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haha.
Yeah. You have the blanket. Then never mind. You just sleep peacefully, honk chimmy mimi.
Puncture Mimi. V needs
No.
to sleep. Let him fucking rest.
Yeah, you can rest for now, I guess.
Have an eep, I guess.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
I don't know, be woken up by the kids by accident, maybe?
You woken up by what?
The
Kids
kids?
by accident?
They're over in the treehouse.
The what?
Kids! KIDS.
I can't hear you.
Ah!
Oh no!
Say it again?
Kids.
Oh, the kids. Okay. No. We'll just end it here. It's fine. With V sleeping peacefully, Nerd 1 and Nerd 2 being taught a spell, and everyone else peeing themselves.
Yeah. Nerd. Imagine calling Annie a nerd.
Nerd! Oh, hey, the name of this song is The Last Funeral. And with that, we are gonna end this session. Yippee.
Little short session.
What'd you say?
Short session.
Yeah, a little shorter session. I think it was still around like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
It's like around 2 hours.
Yeah, still
which
got
is
a lot of
fine.
lore.
I didn't
Yeah.
say it's a short session as in, oh, that's so bad. I was saying it as just a simple fact. It's just a short
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Because man's internet wants to actually kill him.
Everyone else is gonna get one hell of an info dump when we get back.
Hey guys! Anyway, Cram's evil.
Crib at least knows how to summon practically every demon if he so desired. Well, we don't know for sure if he wants to, but he at least got all buddy with Kavor.
He
Also-
has some type of deal with Kavor. Well, okay.
Moral some brand of serial killer because he had a clipped fairy wing just there.
Look,
And
cock munch over there.
and also we only know the Cram thing because somehow Moral got Cram's book. We don't know who gave it to him. Probably Kavor. Don't know why Kavor did that, but you know.
To be summoned. Smile.
Also,
stirred the
I
pot
had
a little.
this crab thing planned for a long time.
I assume
I was trying to hint at it when the little break when you went and talked to Crab.
I will also bring up that we can actually, like, okay, not completely confidently, but very minorly confidently say that if he still does have his shit, then something weird is going on because I believe Zyron still did Zyron show up? I'm trying to remember when there was the dream sequence and we had a lot of people that had deals with Kavor showed up in there.
I mean, maybe he can like choose who shows up there.
No,
I don't know.
no. That doesn't make sense because the mayor showed up. And that would be fucking bonkers for him to out, but not out Cram.
Maybe Cram
Don't-
somehow got himself out of it. I mean, he is the warlock teacher.
That, I don't think so. I also can't remember if Zyron was actually there or not. I think I actually have it written down somewhere. Let me check.
I think Zyron was there.
Yeah, no, he was there. Kryra, Zyron, Jonah, Florian, Alwyn, the mayor, Trisha, Celise, Kogri, and Annie were all there. So it does mean something, the fact that he was not there. Maybe, presumably.
I mean, maybe I was gonna say maybe it's because he seems to have connections with almost every single demon to exist, but
But I don't think that would stop him from being summoned to the dream plane.
yeah, unless he's in the middle of a custody battle.
There's also, it was at nighttime, so he might have something that's similar to either there is something going on in which maybe he doesn't have full connection with Kavor, or like doesn't have the deal anymore, like the deal's been finished at this point. Or he might have something like the cloaks that we have, so he was just exempt from it via having some type of magical effect. Versus just like being the warlock teacher and therefore whatever the fuck, like he might have something like the cloaks. Because again, it seemed like it was just a summoning of, I'm gonna hit you if I keep hearing you thwomp womp womp.
Kavor just gave Cram the placebo effect. He didn't actually get any powers. He just gaslit him just thinking that.
It'd be kind of funny, honestly.
It would be.
Wait, what?
Like, this
What would
man's
be
a little
funny?
too...
That he just gaslit Cram into believing he gave him anything.
Oh,
He actually just
This
crossed his
man-
fingers behind his back.
Like, this man's a little too crazy for my taste. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, of course, I made a deal with you. Yeah.
Yeah, let's shake hands, cross his fingers behind back.
Yeah, now go run along and keep that rat far away from me.
Yeah.
Cram's secret big weakness.
by the way, goodbye recording.
By
Okay.
recording.
Goodbye. Wait, hold on. It's gonna stay for an extra, like, 10 seconds because it's almost at exactly 2 hours.
Oh my
Say goodbye, though.
Adios recording.
Bye, recording.